Nursing homes have closed in South Dakota recently, leaving dozens of people searching for a new place to stay. Officials with senior care facilities say the main reason behind the closures is low Medicaid reimbursement in the state. As KELOLAND's Casey Wannenberg explains in Your Money Matters, they would like the legislature to address the issue.
Oftentimes they're the leading economic engine in their community.
This nursing home in Madison is one of several in the state that could soon close. That's in addition to 3 others that have shut their doors over the past 3 years.
Hey, when we talk about this issue, we're talking about an issue that's real.
Randy Bury is the president of the Good Samaritan Society. He says the main reason for the closures is the state's low Medicaid reimbursement rate.
We are the lowest reimbursed long-term care rates in the nation, literally in the nation.
While Good Sam doesn't have plans at this point to close any more nursing homes, officials say that could change if nothing is done with Medicaid rates.
It's kind of a watch list. I have to be honest. I mean, if the rates don't change, sooner or later down the road, we're going to be back looking at a closure list.
Steve Haugard is the new Speaker of the House in the South Dakota legislature. Lawmakers have looked at Medicaid rates for several years, but nothing has changed.
It's an important issue, but it's also an issue of federal debt, and I think that's why a lot of us resisted. So that's a concern. You're trying to balance the interests of the state against the interests of the federal government.
Haugard says lawmakers will again take up the issue this year, but he doesn't think the state should be the one to come up with a solution.
What I'd like to see done is a little more inventive solutions to some of these problems, maybe reduce some of the services where they're not absolutely needed and expand them where we've been cutting them short a bit.
But Bury says long-term care facilities are already doing that, and lawmakers need to address this issue this session.
There's a lot of other very, very worthy issues that are out there that need funding. But this one has to be prioritized, or we're going to continue to have the impacts that we've seen.
An impact on some of the state's most vulnerable residents. With Your Money Matters, I'm Casey Wannenberg.
South Dakota nursing home Medicaid rates are $28 to $125 lower than neighboring states. And if you'd like to take a look at the bills the legislature has proposed this year, you can find a link under this story at KELOLAND.com.